everybody, and welcome to the next episode of Right Side Pride with your host, Hector Barrera. Say hi, Hector.
Hi, Hector.
And co-host, Angela. Say hi, Angela. Hi, Angela. We're giving the live Facebook Live another shot. So tune in, comment, ask questions, make fun of us. It doesn't matter.
This will be kind of an abbreviated. We're trying a different format for Thursdays where we're just going to have a couple of short clips and talk about them for 5-10 minutes, 5-7 minutes, 7 minutes max for this video. So we're going to hop right into it. First video here is two of our favorite representatives in Congress. And we're going to listen to them talk for a little bit, or
I've not seen these videos.
Listen to them bloviate for a little bit, and we'll discuss it afterwards. It's about a 45-second video, I think.
Spending.
No, a minute and 9 seconds.
Madam Chair, I have a unanimous consent.
Without objection.
Thank you so much. This is just from a couple of hours ago. Trump pivots to distractions as polls show collapsing support for his agenda.
Without objection, so ordered.
The next one is Donald Trump's approval rating plunges in multiple polls.
Without objection, so
The next
ordered.
one, Donald Trump's approval rating. New polls show shakeup over Iran bombing.
Without objection, so ordered.
The next one, Trump's approval rating drops to term low amid Israel-Iran war.
Without objection, so ordered. I hope you're not reading the same thing from your phone, which it looked like. I now recognize Mr. Lynch from Massachusetts for 5 minutes.
I just want to clarify. I can give you the sources because
Mr. Lynch is recognized. Ms. Crockett, you're rudely interrupting Mr. Lynch's 5 minutes.
Well,
I've already said without objection, so ordered.
Okay. Then
Shouldn't there be that?
Mr. Lynch is recognized, Ms. Crockett, for 5 minutes. Thank you.
Madam Chair.
So these two are a waste of space in Congress, the House. I think they're both immature. I mean, Crockett was literally doing that to push Marjorie's buttons, and Marjorie was allowing her to get the better of her. And it happens all the time between those two. I think it's beneath both of their offices to act like that, but
Yeah,
they continue to act like that.
it is.
And that's not their first dust up. You know, they've had issues in the past where they've gone back and forth. What Crockett called her a bleached blonde built body. I forget the. Do you remember what it was?
I don't remember. I remember Green called her something, made some comment about her eyelashes.
Her eyelashes. Yeah. I'm gonna look it up right quick while we're talking.
They're embarrassing. I mean, it's embarrassing to have either of them as elected representatives in our government. It's embarrassing to have Green as a Republican. Crockett falls right into line with the Democrats. So
bleach blonde, bad built, butch body. That had to be a rehearsed thing though, because even reading it is a little hard for me to say. So she had to have rehearsed that for a bit, so she
came up with that and said, "Oh, I got a good one."
Yeah, I'm going to use this one liner, you know, when something happens. But they just. I don't know how they get anything, they being Congress, gets anything done when that is in office. That meaning
That's
both
why,
of them and others are just like them.
Yeah, and and like I said before, have you watched the movie yet?
I haven't.
Okay, when you watch it,
between work and
everything else, it's nothing new. That's why, you know, things grind to a halt and we're in the mess we are because nothing gets done. Congress is, I don't care who the president is. Well, actually, I do, but it doesn't matter who the president is. If Congress is ineffective, then nothing gets done. And nothing gets done.
Well, they're harping that, and they being like AOC and a few others that were harping, they weren't notified. Trump did something unconstitutional, et cetera, et cetera. But how can you entrust them with like, hey, we want to take out the nukes in Iran, potential nukes, whatever, in Iran, and bomb them? By the time they have a subcommittee, then they take it to committee, then they take it to the floor, then they vote on it. Iran's nuked half the world.
Right.
Like,
well, not to mention, you can't trust them. You can't trust these people. You've got Elian Goober. What's her last name? The one that has the swelling.
Ilhan Omar.
Yeah, her. It's Omar. Yeah, that's right. I kept thinking Gomar.
Yeah, when they got married,
you can't trust those people.
When they got married, she took her brother's last name.
Of course, as is the custom. No, you can't trust these people. You can't. I think I sent you a video earlier today about from. It wasn't Jon Stewart, Bill Maher, pointing out how ridiculous the hatred of Donald Trump. Everything the Democrats do is filtered through their hatred of Donald Trump. They are willing to crash the economy, although he said he was willing to do that too years ago.
But he's also changed his mind and said, I was wrong. I was wrong about XYZ and essentially took responsibility for his opinions in the past. So kudos to him for that. But
absolutely, but the Democrats don't.
No, exactly. To what you were saying, it's it's not. There are a few on the right who are just as
absolutely
with their hatred.
Mitch stiff as a board McConnell. He's one of them.
The turtle. He looks like a freaking turtle.
He does. Oh no, I love turtles. Don't say that.
Got no lips. But just wanted that video just kind of shows, number one, why nothing will get done or can get done in Congress, and that's the simple reason why. One person, they're like schoolyard, just 10-year-olds. One person pokes at the other one, pokes at the other one, and the other one has a little bit of power. The other one being Marjorie Taylor Greene. So, and I don't know if you've seen those ones where she's just like, "You're not recognized." You're, with her little gavel there, like, shut up. Have a little bit of decorum. Just at some point, you got to ask all of them: are you here to help or hinder?
That's a great quote.
I heard that from a famous philosopher a few years ago.
A philosophizer.
But so the extended eyelash and the bleach blonde, bad built butch body woman, in my opinion, both
they're pieces of
work. When this next election comes up, it wouldn't hurt my feelings if both of them were out. No. And I don't care who comes in behind them, they can't be worse than those two. And if they are,
don't test the waters. Don't tempt fate.
But it would be great if if we could get those and people like them out, and people in who want to do something. I know we've talked about like the age thing. Both of them are fairly young, but they're imbeciles. I mean, they may be educated or whatnot, but they're idiots.
I mean, I see one of them as Maxine Waters, and I see one of them as Nancy Pelosi. They're interchangeable, actually.
Oh, but I think that both of them need to get going, and it can't happen soon enough. 86 them both. It's okay to say that, right? It doesn't mean anything derogatory.
I know. Shirts that are hats and stuff.
86 green and 86 Crockett. Get them going. So next election cycle, folks that are in the Dallas area, right, for Crockett, and in the Georgia area for Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah.
Get out, vote,
them out,
and have your vote get them out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Well, it's been a nice chit chat on this short video. We're going to take a brief pause, and we will be right back with you.
And until we see you again, be good humans.
Your hosts today have been and still are Hector Barrera and Angela Tapia. This episode of Right Side Pride was self-produced by your hosts with guidance from our ever-patient producer, Roz. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time on Right Side Pride.